some trees. We're gonna roll a blunt. Let's get it in, shall we? Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most is Marquis Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. I'm addicted to bettering my life instead of destroying it. This morning we're gonna have a little blunt under the trees. We're gonna have a little conversation, if you please. We're gonna preach and teach to people because it's not easy, you know. Life isn't easy. We all get it at the same motherfucking time, and it's all gonna happen at the same motherfucking time. And here I come to the crosswalk as soon as the crosswalk changes, and look at me go. Look at me jaywalk. Such a bad boy. Such a bad boy. Such a bad boy. Such a bad boy. That's right. Bad boys for life. So, when I'm not being a bad boy and yelling at my girl and getting antsy and becoming a disruption, I tend to rise differently. You know, most of my time I've spent quiet, to be honest. You know, I'm pretty loud when I'm around friends. Maybe that's my ego, my personality, or just the way I was taught to communicate. And as I grew as a human being, I realized that other people were communicating with me as well. And when people used to make fun of me or tease me or any kind of sarcasm, I took it way too seriously. I took it inside my heart where all of this starts. You know, if I didn't care deeply, I wouldn't cry. And if I didn't feel, I would still harm, you know? And if I didn't realize what I was doing, I would continue the pattern. And the best part about self-discipline and accountability is our ability to account for what's been missing or what we've done too much of. And in my life, right, I've done a lot of things, you know? I always thought that it was just the challenge of it that required me to step up. I always thought that, you know, all it required was just showing up, you know, or challenging yourself. You say, hey, I want to go to school. Let me buy some credits, you know, and it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than buying the credits, y'all. It's a conversation with yourself in your life. You know, what did I want out of this life? As I walk the campus, I distinctly remember being a young man. Actually, where this is all construction straight ahead. This is over here where the engineering building is. It's all under construction right now. I don't know what they're doing over there, but when I was a kid going to engineering school, you know, it was just too much math. It was easier just to say, hey, I want to be my dad's boss than do the math. And unfortunately, I'm going to add some stuff up for you today and say, have you done the math with your life? You know, have we done the math inside of ourselves to add up to who we are? And most people, that's a hard conversation to have. We're gonna get under these trees. It's a hard conversation to have with yourself and say, okay, me, you, what you wanna do? You know, Donna Beam, Fine Arts, did what she wanted to do. Before she died and donated this building, did she know that she wanted to be in the arts? Did she know where her future was or lies? And the conversation arises. There's some more students. Their future doing summer tours. And most of us won't know. You know, I'm gonna go over to my little spot here. I like it. So much trees, so much shade, so much substance, so much intricacy. I distinctly remember walking around here in art class. This is the art studio. there's kilns and pottery and all sorts of things. It's about the smell. It's the smell, right? It's the smell of being around the trees. I almost smell the fertilizer too. You can feel the trees battle the heat. You can feel the difference between the bushes and the grass. It's so important to get outside. Let me get to my spot here so I can roll this blunt with you and have this conversation. But this morning is no different than any other morning. I get up, I get outside, I get off my phone, I get outside. It's like the most important thing I can do for my day. I think I'm crying this morning because I was fucking Google Photos, man. I don't have an account that has any old photos, but Google sure likes to share them, doesn't he? Don't they? Let me get some fresh grounding real quick. Feel that I need it. That sometimes the feelings lie to me, right? Sometimes the feelings, plastic pocket challenge, sometimes the feelings are overwhelming, that I was this close to being a father. It still kind of wakes me up. The feeling of loss, like no one should have lost their lives because of an argument. I never thought that was even possible. And that I was this close to being married with a child or children, and it's not happening. I know it's the morning marijuana motivation. I know the positivity in change. It's going to be the hardest thing to do is accepting loss. I'm not so good at it. That's why I had to have this conversation this morning. I'm just not so good at it. I always tried hard to get my blessings, and yesterday it bugged me. It bugged me that good morning. It bugged me that I didn't scream, "I love my life." And a lot of me, philosophy goes, well, then you're not being grateful. As soon as the moment that you scream you love your life is the moment that you're back to being grateful and roof over your head, at least I'm not homeless, food in my stomach, at least I can eat, I'm not rich, but I can buy something. But I can't buy my child's life. I couldn't buy my self-control. We talk about discipline. I'm not a victim. I'm a part of it. And that's what ends up happening. We end up being a part of these nightmares. Come on. Wrestling around with my fucking plastic packet challenge here. Wants to dominate my pocket. And that's why I'm gonna have to have this conversation with people is that is it, isn't it? That's the question of the day is what are you gonna do when life doesn't work for you? When your plans are laid to waste and your goals have been challenged. My whole reality's been challenged. Why does this thing feel so hot? I don't know. Maybe from the sun. Ooh, it's a hot one. It needs to relax on your boy Saint's bottom. That's what we're talking about this morning. Managing loss. I am fortune's foe, and the conversation needs to happen. Another day, another dollar. We use swag bags, Saints Addiction, make him want to holler. This guy's talking to himself, and that's okay too. I think I had some tissue in here. Hold up. This is running. Got my hat. Got my drink, get my two-step, my drink, get my two-step. Come on, bag. Ugh, being a little bitch right now. Life is being a little bitch right now. You ever have life be such a fucker in your life? Sit here and cry. Just sit here and cry. It's tough times. I didn't need to see that photo. Just didn't need to see the reminder. Oh, the cottonwoods are starting to come out again. Bitch, please. Bad work for me, bitch. This just fell on me. That was a very interesting feeling. These are all these blooms. These are all these. It's amazing. Come off the trees, baby. So we're gonna do, come up these trees. I'm gonna use my hat then. This thing doesn't want to work. I'll use the hat then. No, I didn't say stop. I said relax, bitch. That's what I said. My nose is running. Gotta use my shirt. To get this random snot off my shit. Anybody else use their shirts? No, just me. Am I the only one? Per usual. Happens to the best of us. But I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that goes through it. You know? A lot of people might blow it off or pretend that they're not human. We're constantly under attack from our subconscious. You know? If you guys want one of these, I don't know, I'll sell them for like $10. I'll make you one. A hat sleeve. If I get a cheaper one, I might do it for $5. Damn, there's a lot of cottonwood around here. That's fucking cool. Let me show you. I'm just looking down here at this plastic pocket challenge anyway. But I'm looking down here and I'm just like, first of all, pocket challenge. You see it, you pick it up. I saw this cap right here. But what I also saw was in my pocket, trash. This, damn, look at this. Look at this amount of wishes. The amount of wishes are real. I never thought my blessings would end. You know, I thought I was in the clear. I thought because I had maximized my goals, because I had paid attention in school, because I'd worked so hard, that I thought life owed me a little bit of something. And I think what happens is life says instead, I don't owe you anything, I'm giving you something. And I'm giving you lessons. And each lesson, I think, or I believe, is there till we learn it. I think each lesson is embedded with something for us to uncover inside of ourselves. Not in spite of ourselves, inside of ourselves. Inside of us, there's so much energy. The life of life, you know, the light of life is there, you know. Like I could probably squat this. No, I can't. It's so heavy. Man, I can't even move that. Wow. Thought I could. You're thinking you would have thought that. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm getting with it. You know, getting with the reality that I'm not a father yet. I'm not rich yet. And I'm not out of the woods yet. You know? Just not out of the woods yet. Yesterday it bugged me so bad that I couldn't say I love my life. I just couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us, we find it, and then some of us, we don't even know where it's at. You know, we think that we know, but we got no idea. You know, I think that is the ultimate test of a life. Is, you know, what are you gonna do with not knowing? You know, I think a lot of people go to situations, and I don't know what's a medium or a psychologist or someone to talk to, and I talk to you two. I talk about all the awesome shit that's around and what we could be doing as people to learn about ourselves, to be the type of person that goes, you know, wouldn't mind being the ambassador of change in my life. I wouldn't mind having a little bit of leverage inside myself so that I could get the best part of me, you know? To get what's inside of me, I have to dig, you know? And we talked about this yesterday. It's important because, you know, I have ambassadors with me. I have motherfuckers that believe just like me, you know, believe in our ability to heal, and believe in that we can get over our stuff and about what's up. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a way where we can uncover. He's a specialist. It's my buddy. We haven't talked in a while. He's busy, but he's a specialist in trauma and healing and Reiki and, you know, activities that expand. You know, we can go through our whole lives just chasing money and never have a inkling on how our souls work, or a belief into a different realm of ourselves, right? We talk about realms all the time. You know, the realms in our mind that, you know, we kept those doors closed. And we like to pretend that it's all closed off. This girl kind of pausing around. She walked around me down the different path, shoes on, skirts on, hair done, and they like walked around me but stood near me. I'm like, what are you doing? Other animal, what you doing? They're reinforcing each other with their animals. They're going on a walk, they're spending time together, they're communicating. That's what I saw. So I saw my relationship, or lack thereof. You know, what I read this morning is, you know, men, be a place where you can communicate, women in kind, you know. You too, girls. Be available for the communication. Be available for your own understanding. There's so much out there. We just don't understand. We don't seek understanding. We seek nullification or ignorance. We seek comfort, you know. When I'm learning, you know, it's a lot amount of information, but like, especially, there's like 5 different stages that they're wondering why in the 21st century, with all this amount of food, we're eating ourselves away, killing ourselves with guns, and no one's walking around happy. How is it that this belief of happiness in the family has changed dramatically? So from I think they did 2070, someone was saying the amount of happiness was higher. I thought this dude's gonna do a backflip. Yeah, dude, that's dope. They really are getting along, building memories. They don't even know it. Like, your time goes by, and it just becomes a high, and then it becomes a conversation, and then it becomes a walk, and then it becomes a talk, then it becomes love, then it becomes bond, then it becomes, I'm seeing it all, you know. I mean, there's just, these people are kind of closer to me, but, you know, walk your dog, Walk your girl, do backflips. You know, those memories, they sink in, bro. I watched my memory this morning and it brought up so much emotion. Just like that. You could witness things and we don't do that. We don't do that. Oh shit, you know, hey, this witness of abilities and stuff like that. We'll see if he does another one. What if he does another one? Good morning. Nice backflip.
Thank you.
I'm on my YouTube live, bro. If I would have known you did that, I would have caught it next time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look how cute. Look at your shoes. Look at your shoes. Nicely done, bro. And that's what it takes. You know, it takes us doing conversations. You know, I hope they know the energy they have between each other, you know, and with the animal. You know, that's a part of it is we get, oh my god, look at this. Look at it's on my glasses. Okay, buddy. Anybody else see it? Oh. It's the flies that's eating me. Can you see it? Probably not, huh? That little green thing. Look at my beard. See it? Here, eat. Look how small life is. Amazing. Wow. Just inching away. Inch by inch. It's a cinch. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to learn or move on, or learn how to move on, or get over it. But I doubt I'll ever get over it. This message just hurt me. Hurt me so bad I can't even scream I love my life anymore. And I'm so dramatic about it anymore. Right now, for now. You know, for now. Now, just keep inching, I guess, huh? Inch by inch, it'll be a cinch. I don't know. I thought I knew what I wanted, man. Thought I was doing pretty good, doing the show every day. I don't make as much success as my friends, you know? I've been doing this game a long time and thought I would have been better at it. You know, I didn't make any money off my shirt game. That's the truth of it. I haven't retained any relationships of magnitude. That's the truth of it. I have destroyed more blessings than I've attained, or each one I've attained that rained on its parade. Oh shit, I fell off. I am simultaneously my creator and destroyer. Anybody else that knows what time it is knows what I'm talking about. I am the controller. Feels so good not to be on my screen, dude. It's part of it too. It's the police officer, dude. You see this shit? He's fucking rolling through. About to hit a walking pedestrian. Can you believe these guys? Fucking intense, dude. Intense. That's what life's looking like. So intense. And I think so many people are just like, well, if I just work harder, you know? And we always talk about work smarter, you know? The smartest thing you can do is know yourself. The smartest thing you can do is learn you. You know? The smartest thing you can do. Outsmart yourself, you know? I think so many people worried about other people outsmarting them. I was reading it this morning and they talked about it. They said, you know, not for nothing, but these guys are beating up at me. Not for nothing, but so much information I want to share. You know, there's more energy and exercise than any medicines on this planet combined, like 5 times much. You know, it's almost like the Ukraine war right now. The Russians have 10 to 15 times the artillery. That's a lot. Morning. You know, and that's what we do. You know, we eliminated our best medicine. Like, we've competed with each other to make the things we can do inside of ourselves easier. You know, we can take it easy on ourselves as long as we, good afternoon. Yeah, as long as we exercise, you know, as long as we do things without our phones, you know. So important to get these things out of our hands. They're addictive, very addictive. And what ends up happening is, this is what they're saying, everybody's not so happy. One of them's the pain-pleasure balance. Wish I had my other phone. Yes. I just lost my blunt end, and it looks just like the ground. Ah, that's hilarious. It has disappeared, y'all. Everything's, oh wait, there it is. I was about to say, everything is so brown down there that I can fucking see my own blood route. But can I see myself, you know? Can we see visions within ourselves, you know? That the weird thing that I've been learning, especially when you're doing a pleasure pain response, you know, the pleasure part is dopamine. We'll get a reward from it. We'll get a whole slide of rewards. And what's weird is our brain will actually send other pain or hold the signal, but it's still there. And that's why I always thought, you know, when you're doing what's it called? BDSM or something like this. This is what people get. Morning. They get a rush of pleasure after pain. So they actually submit to the pain to get a pleasure out of it. Isn't that weird? Isn't that so weird? The dopamine is there in our systems to protect ourselves, right? But what ends up happening is we don't get to really keep control over the balance in our brain. The brain seeks the balance itself. So I was saying, blunt and trees, baby, blunt and trees. So what I was saying is that the weird part is that we, it's hard to get this information out. This is some thick ass information. We go back to the dopamine so we can hold this feeling. Now we know that we probably started off just wanting to enjoy a show, turns quickly to binge watching because the body gives us, and this is important now, hear me now, feel me now, withdrawal symptoms. I don't think people that never been an addict before knows what a withdrawal symptom is. Most of the time, we'll just see it like these kids walking on the campus. They shouldn't want to talk. Oh, little dude's still crawling around. Let me grab my phone. That'll make me feel comfortable. Let me walk away from that crowd. That'll make me feel comfortable. And we get laden in comfort, not knowing that this just is a pleasure pain paradox, that eventually the pain comes back. It comes back. Can you believe that? And it's waiting there, waiting to fucking let you feel the pain. And we don't notice it. We don't notice it at all. Good afternoon. We don't notice it. We don't notice little withdrawal symptoms. They feel almost like a tag on your back. if I could keep that right, something a little bit annoying, something that's there but a little bit out of reach. People say nails on a chalkboard. If anybody's ever felt that before or heard that feeling, the feeling and the screech you get from sliding down the thing, you know, that's what it is. And that's what we end up doing. Good afternoon. Yes, blessed. And that's what we need to do. We have to find the balance within ourselves. We throw ourselves so far out of whack that we don't even know that we're out of whack. We don't even know that we're scrambling to get back into this balance. Withdrawal symptoms are so subtle, but again, it's as simple as, ooh, I don't want to talk to this person. People walk by me right now, all walks of life. I like saying hello to everyone. Who knows what mental state, country, environment they are from, habit, whatever, right? Just say hi. And it's interesting, you know, it's interesting to see people, first of all, print an hour, holler at your boy. It's interesting to see what we're loaded on in our brain, you know, what we have said would work for us and what we've settled on as a human. You know, the one girl's like, oh shit, there's another human being. Let me jump on my phone. That compulsion is there. The uncomfortability was there too. It's like, oh shit, I see another human being. Let me stare off into the blue and pretend they're not there. And then, I feel so much better they walk past me. Instead of confronting, is that a hummingbird? Instead of accepting it and willing it, right? Waiting it a little bit longer. I mean, my ex couldn't even never make it to the fucking joint, dude. Like, no one had to out kiss it all the time because it was so frustrated and had different Aquarius, Taurus behavior that, you know, you kind of almost don't notice your behavior. That's what I'm asking people to do, is to notice it and have the strength to combat it. You know, if you're always going to be weak to your withdrawal syndromes, shout out to Container. Not that they're weak to withdrawal syndromes, I'm just reaching for it. I'm a monkey tail too, you know. Got the weed swag bag, but the camera's on it. And you get this chance. Excuse me, I'm going to go rollerblading with his music. It's fucking dope. Come on, wind, help me out now. Help me out. I'm trying to just roll a little something about the wind taking it away. The show's about a blunt and trees, baby. Blunt and trees. This is a very blunt talk while I smoke my trees. You guys, smell-proof, waterproof container. Damn. Just wish everybody had this information. Shit. It's so powerful. You know, to catch ourselves noticing withdrawal symptoms. Everybody else just thinks you're just tweaked out and you're just like, you know, cracked out. You know, that's some mess shit, dude. That's on the whole different level of come down, you know. That's the extreme level of come down. But little shits like, I don't want to work out. That's a withdrawal symptom. It's going to your brain. Some people's brains, if they notice, right? Oh shit, smoking. Some people's brains, they're like, I get to work out, not, oh man, I gotta work out. Come on. You know, and I think you know what I'm talking about is when you do that in your brain, the subtle signals get sent and the behavior gets reinforced, and then all of a sudden you're back to watching TV or binge watching something. We don't notice. We just didn't notice that we made a decision because of a withdrawal symptom. We didn't notice because our bodies are flooded with all sorts of signals, most of them for self-reliance, most of them since our childhood, to go, well, you know, you can feel like a normal human being if you drink some coffee, right? You get that buzz. So these are like little buzzes and little vibes. If anybody can feel me now, I'm going to try to roll this blunt and talk to you at the same time. And the triggers are so subtle, you know, the on-off switches, if you will, you know. Should I do this or shouldn't I do that? Should I do this or shouldn't I do this, you know? And that's something that I know of because I've done drugs, you know. I've been high enough times to know, oh shit, we're out of cocaine. And what you're hearing is that you're like, we're out of fun. We're out of this feeling and quickly leaving this feeling. And most people go, see, that's the addiction, right? That's exactly what that is. That's what happens to us when we've run out of money or shoes or purses or any of that shit. You know, quickly we go inside of ourselves and say, hey, um, you better go grab that coffee. You're gonna feel a certain type of way, you know. And there's the willpower of it. It's usually a stronger pull. It's usually a stronger pull. Purple deep. There's some orange and some deep greens in there. So I'm going to show you that. Join Weed Club. I got Weed Club cards in the bag. I'm not. Phone's on the bag. But it's so important to learn that, and you're just like, oh shit, I wasn't just wallflowering myself, that anxiety's real. It happens in my business life, and I'm just saying this in third person because, well, shit, I can say it in real person too because I get anxiety too, but not like that. But there's certain ways where that's what we do. We're like uncomfortable with people. No, I'm just gonna stay inside, and slowly the Netflix wins, right? Slowly time goes by, and every little withdrawal starts adding up. We start shunning away from activities. Like, you want to go somewhere? Nah, man, can you just get it for me? Convenience is a killer. The part of hunting, the part of getting outside right now, this part, you better keep shading me, Drew. I was trying to run out of shade here. I better roll this. The part that trips me out, is that we don't really talk about it that much, This self-regulation that we do inside of ourselves. I don't know, I might keep this nug. I don't think I need that much weed. I think I got enough weed. Set nobody over, right? I'll save this nug, this beautiful nug we were showing on. But in our heads, no one's really showing us what a withdrawal symptom feels like. No one's really showing us how to grit it out, how to just wait that extra 5 seconds. That's what helped that woman we were talking about earlier. Just waiting that little bit of 5 seconds, right? And you would have gotten past that nicotine fit, that sex itch, that need to compulsorily grab our phones, that 5 seconds of bravery, 10 seconds of bravery to say hello to a human being, putting a smile on their face gave me a smile inside my soul. It was like, I don't know what she's going through. She don't know what I'm going through, but at least I said good afternoon. We can feel each other. We see each other too. When a fucking dog, you guys know when I'm doing my morning walks, when the dog goes by, the dog's just like, going nuts because they sense you, they smell you, they're not going to just pretend, robot mode, you're around me, I don't have time for it, like everybody's fucking Jay-Z, dude. You're not fucking Jay-Z. You're another human being, and I know it disarms them, like not shooting you because you said hi, fucking hell, what's up with the long face? Why do you look the way that you do? And some people, they aren't happy, they're just not happy. They're going to have to figure it out. Like I told my ex, can you find your happy? That pissed her off and she walked away from me. I learned that that's also another form of abuse. Walking away from people, ignoring them, these things that people do, passive aggressive behaviors, if you will. I had to learn, bro. I'm teaching y'all what I learned. And I was just like, are you serious right now? Like, to ignore somebody? Good morning. To ignore somebody or something? How you doing? Good. See? It's all about the human smile, baby. All about the human smile. I actually might need that weed now that I'm looking at this a little more intensely. It's like only half full. Okay. But, to nullify some of these situations we're putting ourselves in, to nullify some of these feelings, because we know it's all about the way we make them feel. I made her feel unsafe, so she got an abortion. She made me feel unsafe because she was threatening me with an abortion. Isn't that ironic? So weird. And we'll just make decisions like that. You know, it's not like, hey, yo, the S&P 500, and the AI says, like, my gut feeling says all black. And there we are making our financial decisions. That's why I said, don't be going to no strip clubs. Talk about men making the worst financial decisions. Put women around. Put some kind of distraction. Put something that matters more to them than money. You know? Have you ever had something like that in your life? That it was worth more to you than money? I don't think most people get to that level. Honestly, I don't think they're being honest about it. I think that they're still stuck on, well, as long as I get money, then I'll have it. But then they haven't done the exercise. I was watching a dude on the NBA Finals. He had all the chains, but he was overweight, and I'm like, aha, that's the thing. That's your thing. You might have a lot of money and you might have courtside tickets, but you're chubby as fuck. And not that a girl's gonna judge you or keep you or not, but people can tell what your little weakness is. You know, some of us is pussy. You know, you wouldn't even notice. It could be from the pastor, and you'd be like, damn, bro. But they'll let you know. People, we chase it all the fucking time, right? Like, whatever is in our interest, we find. Like, no problems, no questions asked. Come here, little thing. What's in there? You got a little, I think I got a little bit of that fuzz in my blunt. What you call that? Filaments. The stickamooroos. Thank you, bird. For chirping. Thanks, birds. For communicating. It's like, yo, guys, I'm coming in. They're like, we hear you, we see you. These little Black Hawks are smart. They're dominating. You want to dominate? Get your head right. Any sport, anything you do in life, you want to dominate, you got to get your head right. You know, and we've been working on it hard, me and my people, to get away from the Tony Robbins of the groups and the screaming at you from, you know, these positions and trying to get you hyped and over sensualized. What we've been working on is something a little bit different. You know, we've been working on sight, see, touch, smell. These are the way we sense and learn from our environments. We're getting back to that. You know, it's not just a big group. Some people learn differently. Some people need the hug to come with the message. Just keeping it real. But like, think about it. How do you learn? You know, some of us need to get into physical activities. You know, some of us really need to be hands-on with these things. Some things are like crafts, and we can get into that zone and have people be doing crafts and learning at the same time. And some are visual learners. You know, some just want the video. Some want to sit there and maybe immerse themselves, you know, inside these realms. You know, some of us artists. You know, most artists are that way. You know, they'll tell you how they adapt and become a better person. You know, they're just like, this is my way of coping, this is my way of learning, and reach, preach, and teach the people on the level that they're at. It's so amazing that we're talking about it, but you know, it might not be just you screaming at a screen or somebody on a screen screaming at you. You know, it might be something that requires quiet, you know, a different sensory perception. And that's what we were talking about, whatever it takes to learn. Man, my fingers are coated in weed. Damn, son. Give me some of that cinnamon. Get some of this off my fingers. And what a level to come to, you know, where you're, you know, not under this guise of, okay, what's the next thing I run to? What's the next thing that I run to? Okay, let me fix my hair. Let me constantly fix my hair because it gives me that buzz. You know, it gives me a feeling that I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. My hair looks great. You know, and we'll do little things like that. But we'll wonder why everybody's so unhappy, dude. Why is everybody so unhappy? Why is it so hard to attain happy? Why is everybody dropping off? And I'll put the video in below. You guys can see the same video. But, you know, these dopamines, these fake dopamines, they'll sell it to you, bro. They have no problem selling it to you. And you have no problem eating it up. The numbers don't lie. You know, the amount of time we give our social media, the buzz we get from being on social media and having these kind of outlets, it's our escape. And how many people are trying to escape? How many people are using any form? Like it was sports. Sure, it's entertaining, but it pays them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we end up doing. And I'm doing that. Like, good afternoon, Beleza. And that's what we end up doing. You know, we have to find it inside of ourselves, and most of the people are hidden underneath it and everything like that. Good afternoon. That's cool. Like this shirt. Like this shirt. Good afternoon. And that's what we can do. Brighten each other's days, ease each other's pains, or we can turn around and just keep becoming each other's nightmares. You know, the nightmare, like the guy said, is, you know, driving to someone else's dream in the morning for 40 years. That's the nightmare. You know, that's the unreality that none of us really want. You know, I want you to drive your own dream, start your own show, get off of the phone. Like, that's where my head's at with this thing, is that this thing that we're building, this healing festival, this different way of communication. Like I told you, my buddy's deep into the trauma. You know, he's a whatever level 4 teal swan fucking male representative, but you know, the trauma's usually exposed in relationships, which is really trip. You know, in corporate worlds, all of us kind of have, we're not ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't show up as our digital residual selves. We send someone else. You know, we send in the kid that survives. What do they say? The kid that's still creative survived childhood. You know, the adult that's still creative survived childhood. You know, that's where we shine, when we have the ability to stay in creative mode instead of de-stressed mode. And I don't know how many of us know what I'm talking about, but you know, there's a choice there. Dude, I gotta move faster. This sun's moving on me, and I better get it rolled before this shit trolls me. Okay, come on, Saint. We gotta move. Move, boy, move. Run out sunshine. Or run out shade. Run out shade, run out sunshine, run out shade. Okay, so I'm gonna finish rolling this before it gets too hot. I think I found a gap in my shade here. Yeah, it's starting to come. So on 108, you already know what time it is. And for us to know what time it is inside of ourselves, that would be key and clutch. You know, if anybody knew themselves truly before their tempers kick in, their emotions kick in, before they expose their fears, this is what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Knowing thyself is the ultimate flex. Knowing yourself is the ultimate way of being the best form of you. Good afternoon. The same shorts. I think she was running yesterday. Look, oh, there's a human. Quick, let me get on my phone. Let me look the other direction. Let me talk on the phone. Let me avoid the bearded man. We are so silly. We are so exposed, but that's what we do. We look uncomfortable in the club. Like, oh, no, you did not, bitch. You did not. Just spilled my weed. Hold up. Hold up. Listen, just lift it up. My flyer just lifted up. Hold up. Hold up. Before the next one comes, save the rest of this weed that just fell off my flyer. Trying to fly away. There's a whole bowl's worth on the ground, on the bench. Gotta save my weed. Save my soul. Save my raps too. Jesus, that wind's coming in. Thanks for joining me, whoever's watching. You know, welcome to this journey, deeper journey into life and psyche. Figuring ourselves out. Good afternoon. Figure ourselves out, man. I'm gonna just do the test. I'm not trying to record people on my live, but wouldn't it be cool to see how many people respond to a hello? Wouldn't it be cool to see how many people, because most of them jump on their phones. They all think they're slick, but it's like our default. We all think we're so slick in the club, but then we're just fucking with our hair, fucking with our hair, fucking with our hair. It's like, dude, chill the fuck out. You can tell when someone's in the moment. You can tell when someone's completely intoxicated and trying to feel like they're in the moment. You can tell all that. We're so keen at it. It's like your mom. As soon as you walk in, she can tell if you've been hurt, injured, okay, healthy, happy. Like, that's her gauge. It's motherly intuition. It's so cool. You girls get such an amazing advantage. But we roll the rest of this blunt. We got 10 minutes to shine for this hour-long show. I kept my word in the hour. I'm gonna get back in my game called life. But it was so clutch, dude, to see that we are sitting there just constantly trying to pleasure pain ourselves, constantly trying to stay away from withdrawal symptoms. We don't know what they are, and it was shocking to me. When I had the argument, when I found out that I was addicted to anger and I had no self-control, it felt a lot like me trying to chase cocaine again. Can I be honest with you? Like, it felt a lot like that. When you don't feel right, you're gonna go till you do feel right. You're gonna go do something to feel right, and you might not even know it's so compulsory. It's like as simple as throwing a cigarette in your hand or mouth, or a beer can in your hand, or whatever else your parents have taught you to be the way that they handled it. And instead of handling it, we're covering it. We're just totally under the disguise that, I'm just on my phone because I wanted to text right now. It's like, no, before that, there was a stimulus that you noticed in another human being, and you said, let me walk around him, or let me do a quick text, or let me just be so busy that I, once again, ran escape mode. And I think that's what's happening. When they're saying the amount of happiness in this 21st century where everybody's supposed to have hyper connection and hyper intelligence, why is our happiness dipping? It just looks like boom from the 70s, boom from the 80s, all the way down. The dip is real, bro. Like, people don't want to see it so much, but the sun's starting to creep again. That dip is real, and it's happened to people. And now all we do is just sit there in front of the porn hubs and the door. Oh, this one's getting a little dry on that song. And the door dashes make us comfortable. 7-Eleven isn't a convenience. They mark up those products, but you didn't go to the store, so they sell it to you for $1 more. And you just keep doing things that are financially irresponsible, physically irresponsible, spiritually irresponsible, and no one's happy. They're just not. They're waiting for the next Netflix to tell them to be happy. And when that's gone, all those pain receptors are sitting there waiting on some remember me, and you're like, oh no, now I have to face this. No, I don't. I can just watch another video. What? Let me keep pushing those receptors back, and now I'm over dopamine, right? Now all my receptors are broken. I don't know how to be happy anymore. And that's what we're seeing in these kids. They're like, no, mom, see what happens when you give up your phone for 30 days is the challenge. Nobody's out there in Amazon being free. Fuck the phones, man. Fuck uploading and documenting your lives. We're lying to ourselves. We're not happier. We're smiling on these fucking photos and selfies, but we're not happier. And it's statistically showing it. Lonely as fuck, comparative as fuck, flooding ourselves with things that are addictive. Images, like I told you, me seeing my ex, we look so cute together. We look so happy together. Those two people should have made a baby. And we were blessed with a baby. Like, how many times we had sex? And this time, in Yosemite, this time, over a full moon, a baby was born. And we didn't just go fuck it off. Like, we fucking made something happen between our bodies. Something so fucking magical. It's killing me inside that something so happy is not in my happy spirit no more, And that's been bugging me. It's been bugging me hardcore. So, good afternoon. Yeah, going good.
Okay, I thought you were cooking something over here. You're cooking something totally.
I'm rolling, sir. You too, bro. Join Weed Club on Instagram. Yeah, join Weed Club. Yeah, you got to put join. I know you know how to spell weed, and I know you know how to spell club. Yeah, you're welcome. We get out this sun real quick. If he joins Weed Club, you can get him another one on the phone. What do you care? Some humans, the interaction. I just got somebody that says, "What's up?" You know, he said, "I thought you were cooking something up over here." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Rolling it up. I love getting this finger hash off. You know, finger hash. See, some people would be like, they think that that was a sales opportunity to sell weed. I'm not selling weed. I'm getting people together over weed. Over weed. If he comes by, I'll give him a fucking card. So that. All right, let's get it. Somebody's having fun. Good afternoon. How are you? Good. Sabaidi Mai? Ah! Speaking a little Thai. I can tell when people are from a different country and speaking their different languages, and she starts fixing her hair because I'm here for a little bit of something. And that's what we're doing. We either want to feel it all, like give it to me all the drugs. Give it to me now, you know what I'm saying? And then we're like, what's happening? An overload is happening, and a fall off is happening, and we don't even notice. It's hard to tell because they're waiting, just like these chimes. Time is waiting. The other side of those, the cortisol and the pain receptors, they're launching. Come on, bag, help me out. Don't be a little bitch. Come on, bag. I said help me out. Don't be a little bitch. Oh. Gone. You can see where the sun was coming. That's what you have to do. And to see where the sun is coming. And to view these things differently. You can no longer just live in a world of pleasure. That's a lie. And we can't stop lying to ourselves anymore. You know, there's something to be said about the truth and, you know, talking to oneself and figuring it out, you know. That's the goal, you know. We can have knowledge of knowledge, and I love it. The knowledge of who we are. That's the pocket challenge. Who we can be. And as long as we keep it healthy and have these conversations, finding it within ourselves. There is higher education. There's a higher learning, you know. The smart animals, they get under the shade. You know, the dumb animals, they keep throwing shade. I wanted to be part of the solution. That's what breaks my heart so much, that I could be a part of the destruction as well. That I could outdo myself. And how many of us need to outdo ourselves? That's the question of the day. How can you outdo yourself? How can you outshine, outsmart, be better? But then you got Satan's addiction. You know what I'm saying? On my heart from the start. It's your boy. Get this going. Get it going. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do these $10 each. Because I have to cut them, make them, and all that stuff. But that's what it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna go sit the rest of this shade, smoke this blunt in these trees. And I want you to have a blessed day. I want you to love your life. And if you love your life, go get an I Love My Life shirt, you know. Start walking around with one. 100% of the proceeds go to Saintsgiving. Actually, 22% of the profit goes to Saintsgiving. We're working on that. We're working on being better. And as always, Gigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. Have a blessed day. Be blessed. do blessed things, and go bless yourself and others. Ciao, Chigathon. I'll see you on the other side. Beijos.